is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Conquest brought to you by Sting Esports for the Southeast Asia. And this has been a long and arduous journey. But we are now finally back again for the exciting grand finals between Fired Up Gaming, who will take on Qeeyou. A lot of people have had their anticipations and their expectations, but mine are none higher than yours, Brayden, because you have been witnessing this event from day one. How are you feeling now that we are at the pinnacle?
It's just quite mixed, like sometimes it feels like, yes, you have completed a very successful tournament. Then you think like from tomorrow we are not going to have this kind of events. Quite mixed.
Stop lying, my man. We know that you're going to bring one or the other event again.
Yeah, that's true. We are going to have another tournament very soon.
Exactly. So, there's always a new thing now, but for now, before that to begin, we've got this one that we actually have to conclude. So we're going to be focusing on what's going to happen in this one game, though. But, talk to me about how Fired Up Gaming have made it, because their journey was not an easy one. They started in the exact same group with the Qeeyou, and I believe the only game that Fired Up Gaming has lost till now has been against this exact opponent.
Yeah, they are going into this particular final as the favorites, Qeeyou. But yeah, Fire of Gaming have come a long way. I think it will be a worthy of a opponent, and it will be a very, very, very strong final. Very competitive. I hope so.
Yeah, and tell me about it. What happened when these two teams faced last time? What were the maps? Were they the same ones that we have right now? Or were there any changes?
I particularly don't remember, but then yeah, definitely. The see in a best of five, it will have to be those maps like they have played earlier, and
Yeah.
and most of them are pretty close friends, like Clouda or Raven. They are friends. In between them, Cyclone, they played in the same team. will be a beautiful affair to see how these people fight against each other. They would have known a
And
lot
remind me
of
if I'm
things. They would have had
true.
a complete idea. They have the stats ready. They know which player wants to, like which player likes to play in which positions. So it will be a great, great, great final.
Absolutely. I really want to look forward to how that's going to happen, though. But before again, we kick things off on Dust 2, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll be moving on to Ancient and Inferno. And if the scoreline is dead even, then we'll have potentially Anubis and Nuke as the decider. Now, that definitely is going to ask of every single ounce of fuel these two teams will have. All the gas in the tank is going to be emptied out, because the best of five is not a sprint. It is a big marathon as well, right? Because if you think of a three mapper, yeah, that's fine. You're maximum playing this game for what, like 3 hours? But when a best of five shows up, that tests your stamina, that tests your tenacity.
I don't think it's going to be a 5 map final. I think max 3 or 4.
You know what? I'm going to pull your leg a little bit here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
also
yeah.
thought that Rush will make it to the finals.
Ah, yeah, true. It looked like this, and I don't know how Rush B. But I told you, na, that things like this might happen with Rush B, because sometime when I saw them playing, they were complacent at times, and when they look like winning, they tend to actually throw away those crucial points, crucial rounds, and this has happened over and over again with Rush B.
I agree. That has been a bit of a problem for them. But again, it also shows the strength of Fired Up, as they were able to capitalize on all of that. And ladies and gentlemen, it was this exact map where Fired Up were able to push themselves all the way back up when they were down 5-11 and then were down 7-12 to force an OT and then win it out 16-13. We'll have to wait and see if that could happen again. As Firedup start on the CT side, Qeeyou, they're gonna be taking the T side though, but also a lot of bullets from the other side right onto their domes, connecting perfectly. It's down to already a 2v4 scenario. All Firedup need to do is not overheat. They're kind of doing exactly that right now, but the support is absolutely there. And they start strong with the pistol.
Good start for them. The molly was beautifully timed.
On the back pit, they held their ground pretty well, I'll have to say.
Yeah.
Not really expecting them to win out on the fight side of the B, but still worked out perfectly. The lineup by Raven is there. It's gonna be sending out the smoke. Bit off to be honest, but Pawn is still gonna hold his angle down. He's kind of playing anti-flash, or rather he's just watching for someone if they're gonna push from the upper tunnels to the lower tunnels. Right now, Excite is gonna be facing a lot of problem, but the molly was impeccable. And Nikkei's on the back of that. Will be shutting down both Firedup and Cyclo. That's a bit of an overstay there. The scout working perfectly. R2P2. The only man with a proper weapon in the hand, and now they're going to be gaining those two important rifles. And here's the thing, Raiden, 2 rifles gained. The other side has got some SMGs.
Still, they have the time to rotate to the other side. I don't know whether they're going to do it or not. R2B2.
Scout. Oh, Clouder. It's out of smoke though, but Champ is still on the side. But the fight being forced on. And now here's the thing. That scout is gonna one body shot both of them. But hold on a second. It's only if they stay alive. And they will not. The flash from Pawn and the peak from Champ. The coordination between these players, Raiden, is impeccable.
Yeah, they never anticipated someone in Ninja. Dust 2, I told you, is a kind of map. Anything can happen in this map. Dust 2 and Mirage are those kind of map. Yeah, Raven has joined again. I think we'll be live soon.
It's absolutely fine.
But I like the approach of...
Yeah,
I like the approach of Firedup Gaming. They have not been bogged down, intimidated by the stature of Qeeyou. They have taken it on their face.
and also do you remember that it was Qeeyou yesterday with a 13-0. And if I'm not wrong, was that the map of Ancient? Or was that the map of Dust 2 itself?
No, Dust 2 they lost. And
Yeah, right.
it was Ancient 13-0 and Anubis 13-2.
Someone's been doing their homework. I like that.
I have a good memory. That's the only thing I have.
You got a good heart as well. But memory works too.
काश किसी लड़की ने ये बोला होता.
You boys know the pain of each other. So.
See, courtesy to that round, now they will have to go for a slightly improved pistol round. It's absolutely not a dead eco. They have upgraded 1 deagle, 3 tech 9s. Oh.
Nice try. Element takes though. Still will be able to win the fight against Firedup. Clouder quickly filling the shoes, taking that space and punishing Element X for that. And this time, the pace is very fast from Qeeyou. They took that mid way too quickly. It was not anticipated by Firedup Gaming, and they don't even understand what's happening out there in Spawn. But Fawn is quick to react along with Champ.
The crossfire.
Crossfire, picture perfect. Ouch. You don't want to take that fight. Raven might be good. Holy smokes. Almost
Almost.
tried to pick that. Yeah,
No Kevlar. So the aim punch.
pretty perfect. Here's the thing, it was crucial as well for side of Fired Up Gaming to actually win this one round convincingly. So now in the bonus round, they actually have got very good economy.
Yeah.
They've got what, 4 rifles on board as well.
Mhm.
If they really want, they can invest into one more rifle. While on the other side, they've got to cheap out on probably a utility or two in between for Qeeyou. This map has not been strong historically.
Yep, I think it's one of those very rare maps where you can use a double op setup in a very good way.
Yes.
I would love to see SG into the mix. It has been used a lot recently. It has got a buff. We have seen players using AUG, but definitely SG would be something pretty interesting to see.
Seems like they don't really like to change things a lot, though. There is
Raven,
one change.
yeah, Raven is out with AUG, and
Exactly.
don't be surprised if you see him pushing through the ranks, coming out of the order, and getting 1 or 2 kills.
I'm expecting him to take the mid. But here's the thing, there is no op on the other side.
But
So I'm
Raven,
pretty sure
but if he goes to mid, he'll be late because it doesn't have the spawn.
that is true. But
Hmm.
guess what? Don't think so. He needs the spawn. Smoke's gonna go out as well, so this frag just dissipated a bit. I like the Molotov. Might have can't really
Oh, Raven
push
gets that one.
out, but Raven
Misses.
just went perfect. Not the second though, and Champ gets 2 from that place. And this guy is not gonna overpeak. Throws out a molly to rush back. He gets the advantage for his team.
The Raven should have got the trade.
And a perfect chance. Now he just has to technically force another fight, and it is not going to look pretty because Fired Up are playing on a very long range now.
Yeah, but they have the AK-47s to pop those heads. Nikkei's the utility man. Oh,
What an adjustment! He gets one with the frag and then readjusts onto Fired Up. That is insane. Even if one of his own teammate, I still like that. Now just
nice
complete
one.
the job of your teammate, dude. He absolutely could not do it. But maybe set things up. No need to overheat, excite. Gonna be a Molotov down at the default. Jump up, Cyclone noted. Needs to take 2 different fights. 1v1 skipping, 1v1 taken. Reload is not pretty. He still gets a chance to do that, but it's still Spawn with the Tech 9. My, oh my. It should not have been this close.
Once considered as one of the best riflers in India, Cyclone have missing this. You won't like it.
It's going 1 and 4.
Got a feel for him. It's again a marathon. They will have to continue this. we can see an op from pawn, and the economy of
I'd
this.
want,
Yeah,
I'd want Nikkei's to use it.
he's the utility man.
True, but
He is the one who
given
glues
the
it together. He is the one who holds the team
yeah,
together. He's the backbone of any team he plays in.
that is true.
We won't see an op from the T side now. And look at the kind of economy the CT side has. It's flourishing.
That's just because of the fact that they haven't really lost a single round.
Yeah.
But considering how quite a few teams, if they have a 4-0 start, some of their players will have 10,000 in their bank account.
Hmm.
But seeing it only down to 5,000, 4,000, and stuff like that, it clearly shows you that these rounds have not really been fully one-sided.
No, they
QU have been putting up a decent fight.
no, yes, definitely. Those have been very close rounds, clutch rounds, and it's going to be like this.
Just the strength of these two teams. It is
See,
going to fall down to which player is eventually feeling themselves.
Raven should have got that kill on Champ. That would have opened up the shot, and I think Firedup would have been saved, and they would have got to the site much faster. But that multi kill from Champ created the whole confusion. And it's something with this op these days. I don't know why many of the good oppers are missing these kind of shots until and unless they crouch. Yeah, there's something wrong with this op. I think Raven flicked quite well. It looked like that he has got the trade, but somehow it missed. And Champ was absolutely brilliant out there, getting those 2 kills.
Maybe there's a bit of a randomness added into some of the shots when you're not crouching down, probably.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is what is happening.
Just to make the game a bit more realistic out here.
Oppas are going to be irritated with that. That's the reason many people
I
have been,
agree.
yeah, that's the reason many of the oppas have not been playing with this weapon anymore. They have shifted to become riflers. The pings are
Yeah, because
good.
I mean, it's these kind of randomness, right? Which just happened in front of us. That one early round pick, which you were supposed to get, could have turned the round on its entire head.
Very true. But then if you have
Every
good,
single pick early on.
but I think
Go ahead.
I think the game should have some consistency. That is what CS had been criticized for, because see, the platform should be equal for everyone, and the main difference should be the mechanics. The randomness should not define the rounds. So yep, things like this happen, and CS will have to fix these things, especially in op. I understand that they want to nerf this particular weapon. They have done enough. They have reduced the bullet impact, but then, man, if someone is hitting their shots, please, please, please register them. And the problem lies in the tick system. This, I don't know, sub tick and all. It's little confusing. 120 tick was good enough.
Maybe the game would just say crouch down and shoot.
then
Everything
you-
gets being said.
then you lose your mobility, because op is itself a very heavy
Absolutely.
weapon, and you cannot move fast with op. And then you are crouching. It's a big problem. Like a Valorant is played in 120 ticks. Face it, continue to play with 120 ticks.
That is true.
Now
It's a
two,
different ball game there entirely.
yeah. two of the players have disconnected. I think there is some issue. Let's talk about the
Worries.
last game, the semi-final that you casted.
Oh my God, it was such a banger, man. I'll have to say. I was really, really happy to see that because two of the maps went into the OT. And I remember it was yesterday when I was mentioning how we were not really seeing the third mappers go to the third map. It was mostly a 2-0.
Yeah,
So seeing two of the maps go rather both the series go to the third map, and out of that, two of them being in the OT, it was an absolute cinema,
yeah.
specifically by Fired Up Gaming. But I'll have to be honest, there were two chances for them to actually close that series out 2-0 on the first and the second map. It should not technically have gone to Dust 2, but
Penzer
it
was
is what it
telling
is.
me. Penzer was telling me that it's your curse.
Oh my
You
God, what a
want it.
blessing.
You want it. You wanted the third map. And thus you've got the third map.
Hmm. I didn't say anything about the OTs though.
You proposed and Almighty gave you more. You should buy lottery tickets.
I wish I'm a billionaire.
You are a billionaire by heart.
I meant by reality in terms of my bank account.
Okay.
I wish to receive $1 billion in my bank account.
Then what? Still you would have casted only. Well, that's
Absolutely.
your love, that's your
At least I
passion.
would have, but at least I would have had $1 billion in my account.
What difference does that make?
Everything. You can cast in
Oi.
your Alto or you can cast in your Ferrari. That's the difference.
You are casting from your bedroom, don't tell me.
Yeah, I am.
Better than
That's
any
the thing.
Ferrari?
I agree. I'm a
Then
Koenigsegg fan either ways.
I'll have to know. I will have to contact the
True.
admins and see what's happening out there. What's the issue?
No worries. I think so. We're gonna head on to a very short break in the meantime, though,
Yeah.
while we check this short. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you don't go anywhere. In the meantime, click on the like button as well as hit on the subscribe button as well, so you don't miss out on any of these upcoming future matches too. We'll be continuing the finals in just a jiffy. Don't go anywhere.
Beneath the lights where silence breaks, steel and fire, the shadows wake. 1,000 eyes, no breath, no sound, only death on battleground.
are collected by the intellectual people. Intellectuals are
We are back. Was experiencing some DDoS attacks. I don't know which moron is doing something like
Right.
that. Was nice one. Champ. A lot of sound clue, but has no clue what to do. Beautiful shot.
Lovely one indeed. Just as you mentioned.
See,
Fun fact is,
Element is also doing the same. Putting the molly there.
he's just jumping around and is rushing it down, gunning them down in an instant. Gets two. It's hard to beat to finally stop that onslaught all the way from short, but the numbers have been equalized. And it's so much. Look at the position of pawn. That is very crucial. And I like the anticipation from Clouder as well. He knows that this is about to happen. He knows this is coming. He could see that, but he couldn't do a damn thing about that.
So white peak.
Pawn with a nasty wide peak. Three v two, but there are individual battles available. This is still a very much doable round, though. But
no.
this seems to have sealed the deal.
Yeah. It's done.
Beautiful. Seems like they're absolutely not stopping again. Nikes is the one who's actually handling the op. I like that. I was loving the way how he was opping through mid in that entire previous series, and he was one of the big reasons for that 5-round massive comeback OT as well. 1-for-1 trade. Cyclone fired up. The shots being landed out there, and Nikes actually pushed back all the way up in mid, so he'll try and hold down those angles on the other side. Raven pushed out way too far a couple of members of his team. Look at the positioning of R2, B2, and Clouder.
Very sensible not to overpeak there.
Also, the molly to deny any kind of trade. And look at this reposition. It is brilliant from this guy. Lovely trade in mid as well. Rotations being cut off perfectly, but now it's a 1v1. And the case can't do anything. Raven is just too crispy, and Clouder as well. Able to get that last one out here in mid, 5-2.
Off versus off. Can't defeat Raven. Firedup. I've taken a lot of damage. Half HP out. Information gathered, perceived.
They're blowing up frags like firecrackers out here. Makes me feel like it's Diwali back again, but maybe RCB lifting the trophy.
It's only exciting. E side. Oh!
Oh my god. Crispy shot out there, an element as well, making sure that the numbers are equalized, not on a disadvantage.
Clouder.
Cloud is ready. He's here. An off angle. Should be taking at least one. Holy smokes,
Almost.
he almost took both. He thought maybe the case is done and dusted, but he lives to tell the tale. 20 HP. That's about it. There's still an op in the hands of Raven, and that is going to one shot. One shot them either ways, but he's all the way on the other part though. But the Glock through the smoke, Nikes. First one to fall, and now the attention has been grabbed as fired up with that fadeaway. Will make sure that this half does not slip away from their hands as the economy on the other side is now tattered.
There's only champ in A. See the rotation. But it's a B which has been fortified.
Slow and steady walk up.
They're still holding B. They still believe that they're going to be. The read is absolutely perfect.
Powder. He's able to get one. Holy smokes! He's on him and ready to get an ace, if not for Cyclone to steal it, but nasty play.
Look at the
This
scorecard.
guy's been farming up the cash. Absolutely.
And the economy that we had so discussed about has been ruined. Look at Raven.
Anticipating a mid-aggressive play this time while the rest of his team takes down the control in lower tunnels. I like that. Pre-anticipating any kind of pinch play right now. Champ. It's just way too damn
Huh?
close and the corner's not checked. Corner's not checked. He gets double from there. Revenge being taken and on the back of it, advantage gained. Sends out some more utility as well to try and stop any further push. He does the damage. It's down to 1v2. Individuals offered, but the trade is there, Pawn. Picture perfect. One corner not being checked. And Champ delivers.
And he was all flashed out. Could have knifed him. Elementary mistake, I would say.
I mean, I think so. They dropped out a couple of utils beforehand there, so they did not anticipate that Champ could pick up such a timing. I guess he did. On the back of it, there is 6 already in the half. Raven down to 59 HP though, with the AWP still in his hand. Trolling the B avenue this time around. It's fired up to start things off though, but a quick trade from Pawn. Not letting it get out of hand, but look at this push down in mid. The players on the B side are going to be pincered.
R2B2 almost. This retake is going to be tough.
Very tough indeed in the molly. Bit of damage. Self right now, Cyclone. Up and under. Near the barrels. Watching out for any push. Fuse kit available. They can take their speed time, but maybe not that long as Champ through the door. Gets the first one. Clouder position noted. Repositions. Gets into a 1v1. Still tries to fade away. He's got the HP, but not the bullets as he gets down on his knees. But have they done enough? They have not. It's fired up with the lead in the half.
Tactical timeout been taken.
What a round, man.
Insane. Nasty.
I'll have to say, Excite's last stand on the site and him getting a double, being able to trade his teammates and shutting down R2B2 there. That was the key.
Very true. That changed the complexion. That kill would have sealed it for Qeeyou. Do you think Qeeyou is not that confident in Dust 2 anymore?
Seems to be the case. With how their past experiences have gone and how the other teams eventually end up out macroing them, I kind of think that is the case. Confidence dwindles, even for the strongest.
Raven boosted up.
Such a tight angle for him to hold.
Looking for a push. Both teams waiting. Fired up with that op.
Oh, they peek out through the door and they are able to get the damage done. Shot not connected, but it does not matter. R2B2 is there for the answer. And it's down to Excite and
Look at the
Champ in a
lurk of
2v4. And
Clouda.
look at this late lurk. Yeah, Clouda. We
This
both
is-
mentioned the same thing at the same time.
It's curtains.
That's the op down as well.
Champ.
Run away, my guy. Try to save the weapon. Footsteps given. Hold on. And where he is, going for the peak. The trade should have been there, but it absolutely is not. Champ's got an opportunity through the smoke, but it's the four that is on lava. He still walks out of that smoke and eventually is taken down. It's a 7-5 swap, but at least it's a close affair.
It's much closer than what it looks on the scorecard. 2v2. Let's see now what happens when Qeeyou plays the CT. It's B again.
Full push from Firedup Gaming towards B. Alright, you see the one Cyclone. I'm pretty sure you would not want to peek again. Nice, that's gonna be... Alright, goes out of smoke. Ready for the push out, the pre-fires. Picture perfect, and he gets 3! With the support of Clouder and Cyclone. To shut down this entire push, it's all down to Champ. And you can be the champion, but you are not going to win this one.
Beautiful
Could
play.
not even get the plant down there. What a fast pistol.
Lightning fast fingers.
That's what he showed.
Oh, that
Oh,
boost.
That is overzealous. That is overzealous. Should have waited for the rest of the team though, but on the back of that flash, it's a beautiful blind, but R2B2 is able to come out on top. Eventually deny Qeeyou that rifle. And Vaughn is just out here late lurking. Did he have the knife in hand?
Yeah. Look at the score.
Already even. Ready to dodge any kind of flash from the double door, but that's not happening as of now. No interest of Fired Up Gaming onto that part of the map. But all they want to do is move in through the lower tunnels. They're ready to punish any kind of aggressive play from Qeeyou. Don't confuse people, by the way. It's Qeeyou who are on the CT side this time. The re-smoke is there, but Raven is the first one to find the opener.
Very aggressive though.
Gets, yeah. So to get element out here, because there was no retaliation on that part of the map, so he just decided to explore. Picked up a perfect timing. The back of it, though, this could very well be a B split there, but the smoke has faded away. So no cover for Fired Up Gaming from that push, and Fired Up himself is able to get Punch Champ with the answer, but number not equalized. Cyclone fully blinded, almost turned and put the bullet in the head of Pawn, but that's not happening, and it's a 3v3. A bit too fired up, I believe. Missed out on that. Throbbing lava with the Molotov. Raven's gonna send smoke out there, but Nikes up on top. Still able to get far. Raven should not have been allowed that. A big blunder. But Champ still saves the day. That's going in highlight for sure.
No scope. Fired Up has a Zeus.
He's been having that for the past few rounds.
What's happening with the Raven?
One for one. Excite. He's able to shut him down this time. R2B2 with the weapon ready, but that's the Champ. Crouches down during the peak to move the crosshair away. Cyclone, the shot's going astray, and Spawn. Khalil in the hand catches another. 3v2 now. Any more damage that Qeeyou does here is a good damage, but with Cloud of Falling, that's not happening. Excite watching out that angle for Fired Up. And they get their 2-round lead back.
Raven. Look at how the T's are converging on A. How to B2 completely concealing himself with that car. Has the backup of Fired Up with the AWP. Good setup though.
The flash goes out. Oh my goodness, Excite. Jump there, wanted to throw it off, but it is just a meat grinder for Fired Up.
I told you that
Everything set for him perfectly. Almost tried to get the fourth, but Nikes is there.
the,
But it
dou-
took 4 people to finally shut this one man down.
the double AWP setup.
Does he still want to go for it is the question. Oh, the smoke and flash Crowder wanted to go for it, but there's a gap in the smoke and Raven is going to exploit that. A big round from Fired Up. A 3K with the AWP on A long. That
Yeah.
should not have been allowed. I kid you not.
when you have the best and the second best opper in your team in India, why don't exploit that?
At this point, I also feel, to be honest, they're running high on the confidence on the CT side at least.
Yeah,
It's a momentum-based game, to be honest, between both of them, and
the
it is running
rotation.
pretty solid.
Look,
Hands of
Clouda.
Qeeyou.
Clouda still holding the maturity of the man. He knows that the T's have not committed. It will be an eco, and he can be the man who can get an ace. The boost, run boost.
Pretty solid. The first two now. Cyclone is out here. Steal that ace away from him at least. There's still more every single one of them down on the other side. Not a
Beautiful.
difficult round at all. And
This is where
yeah, he gets it perfectly.
This is where good players are different from great players. Like Clouda, he is definitely one of the greats of Indian CS.
I agree.
It's fast. I particularly love how Firedup Gaming has been playing. They are fearless, dangerous.
But that fearlessness is also on the other side.
For the first time, I
Fired
guess.
up. Yeah.
For the first time, I guess Qeeyou are going to take the lead in this match.
To be honest, it took them 3 different tries on this map to finally do this. But yes, just as you mentioned, finally up in lead.
It's good. It's a very high quality
eventually-
match. Very high quality match that we are witnessing out here. Players who are aspiring
And
to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way how both of these teams are also adjusting round after round, considering the setup of the other side. Look at that, Raven yet again. It took them 3 to 4 different rounds to push mid out, but this time around, Champ is able to take one down, but R2B2 is able to shut Excite down. Pawn just walking out in the park as this Tech 9 is going to do its job. It's going to pick up the AK as well. AK for an AWP. Now that is an interesting pick.
Yeah. That is, I think, the most logical thing to do, because you can buy an AWP if you have money, but AK you cannot. Oh, Cyclone!
Absolutely turned into a category 5 there.
What did we witness?
Just a molly under the feet. Now it's 9 to 12.
How fast things changes in CS.
Firedup have only got 2 rounds since they've hopped in on the T side, and that was 14th and 15th, and this does not seem to stop. And it seems that the first map's going to be stolen away by Qeeyou. Unless Champ and Excite can do some unthinkable things. But that seems to be off the cards as well. This Firedup is not going to stop with his op.
It was a
The
close
first
match.
map,
Yeah, it was a close
indeed,
match.
was a close one. Still goes in the favor of Qeeyou, and they have stolen the map pick of Firedup Gaming.
A lovely one. We'll be coming back with the next map though.
And we do need a small breather after that because it was absolutely fiery. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 5 series for the grand finals, and you don't want to miss out on that action. So make sure you stay tuned while we take a very quick short breather as we get these teams ready up for the next one.
That's Ancient. Yeah, we'll be coming back shortly. Till then, stay tuned. 3, 2, 1. The second map, and we are live. Scared. You there, my buddy? After that first.
I turned I was away from my mic and I was shouting, yes, yes, but
Okay,
seems like
okay.
it did not capture my voice. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, I'm here, man. Nice shooting out there with the Glock, by the way.
They were not giving me money to buy anything else.
It's fine. You showed your skills with the Glock itself.
Knife, 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 knife.
Whoop. Cyclone does that. Hopefully he's able to replicate that in the game as well. But here's the thing, now since we're already on this topic, on this map, it's the map of Ancient, and Qeeyou will be having a next level confidence here, given what they did to their opponents yesterday in a 13-0.
No, particularly they are good in Ancient.
The most important thing is the fact that Firedup Gaming picked up Dust 2, and Qeeyou stole that away. And now this map is Ancient, which is a Qeeyou pick.
Yep.
It's already a big advantage to them, not just in map, but also in terms of the entire scoreline if they're able to close this one out as well. So Firedup Gaming will have to put all of their eggs in the basket of Inferno.
It's always mid, which you'll have to see what they're trying to do. Cheetah control been taken. It's Nikkei's.
Cheetah, because there's the drawing of Cheetah there, right?
Yep.
Beautiful. RNG with the Glock case, not able to land in a few shots, though quickly turns around, catches one. Only good for one. Can't really do anything else apart from that. And it's a full-fledged mid-mesh push down. But look at Fired Up and Cyclone. They're hearing every single thing. And they're already calling the shots to end up at A.
They're scattered. I think they are going to get the plant.
They will get the plan. But the main thing is, look at the number 2 in blue, Excite. This man can either make the round or he can break the round.
But
And the same thing.
His time is a little off, Scared. His timing is a little off.
Yeah, he doesn't need to stop there. That's the main thing. He needs to keep walking. He's clearing the entirety of Long as well. So you can now pinpoint. Time is ticking. Element X with the diffusal kit. They need to make a move. They need to move fast. And there's a lot of people they need to take care of. One on side, one for one trade. Element X has been taken. The diffusal kit is in his hand. He still needs to stand. He's going to stick for the diffuse. Even though Fired Up got the last, but the round is stolen by Fired Up Gaming and a ninja through the smoke.
The smoke and kit combination working for them. Red room smoke. Mid being taken by the CTs. Allowed by the Ts.
Fighting there. And they still have the weaponry advantage right now. Element X is going to make sure that his team has got the numbers advantage. Still a couple of Qeeyoos on the other side that you need to worry about. And Clouder is going to make sure that stands Fired Up. Here's the footsteps. He's able to take one flash, peek, but it's Champ with the win.
He's
His HP down to 9.
He got the bomb.
Oh my goodness, Spawn, that was an absolute blunder. And Cyclone is not gonna let that go unpunished.
Element X, what a player he is. Mid control, red to smoke, double mid smoke.
Shots being fired though,
Oh.
but no one spoke out there, so it's still big win for Element X though, but maybe not that. The case with the answer, but Raven is quickly fulfilling the shoes of the teammates that were left behind. Down to a 2v3. Just take one more rifle away, and I think so. This is going to be a pretty solid eco round for Firedup Gaming. They don't really have a lot in their bank accounts, so they did invest in this round. They're now going to struggle for funds if they don't win it. Oh, the timing. Oh, it's precarious for Raven. And Champ just wins it out. Gets the upgrade in his hand down to a 2v2, and he controls the cheetah. Now that's a big thing. For one trade, down to the last volley, you've got the utility flash as well out here. The floor is lava, and just Spawn burns alive, Clouder. Extra bullets to the grave. Now this is getting personal.
Lovely gameplay. Lovely. Look what they have reduced the T side to. Tech 9s and Mech 10s.
We have seen this team have a lot of success with these weapons itself. And this is where they love to go. Cheetah and the cave. Could be a B split if Firedup are not careful about it, though this is a stacked site. Nikes is here with the SMG in his own hands as well. Swap it up with Champ, and there we go. First riddle pops in.
Take a boost.
There's a molly and a smoke to try and stall out the push.
Take a boost, my man.
Smoke all the way out. The back as the case gets the first one. Trade not there. A couple of smokes out there, but Cyclone on the side gets a 3k. Deletes all three anchors. Now the back of it now gives big weapon upgrades to the team. AK is out in the hands. Reload. Should have been heard. Clouder moves out. Sees one. Be taken down. It's a big miss. But it's still a 3v2 and a massive advantage.
Save is the call.
Gonna DuckTales move back. And yeah, they're gonna save this one.
Another map which traditionally was a CT dominated map completely changed with the introduction of CS2.
With a lot of RNG.
Yeah, and the first bullet accuracy of AK-47 has improved immensely in CS2. That's another. Flashes.
Now you're talking.
Fighting for the mid. Clouder gets one.
Oh, crispy by Element X. It's there for the trade though, but they need multis. Not really depend on just this one. Element X, Excite, both of them having the major rifles on board. And if they don't get this round, they will be going broke in the next one. So Element X has to take everything in his own hands, and he is doing exactly that. Dunkin' Donuts out here. My man still deals a lot of damage to Cyclone.
Look at Pawn, look at Pawn, look at Pawn! Why? Why would you do something like that?
Alright. Still saves the day by getting that weapon hand. Fired up. The only player who's gonna hold his ground. Element X does a big blunder out there, pushing through smokes, not timing it well with Pawn's peak.
Gets the kill.
Excite. Again, it's down to R to B2 now. The experience that this man has should prevail. But he
Arguably,
needs to go forward. He needs
arguably,
to pick the bomb up.
I was about to say,
And it's the
arguably,
Yeah.
he is one of the best riflers in India. This is why
And he
not
proves
only
it.
mechanics, not only mechanics, it's all about the understanding of the game. But we'll have to give credit to Element. What a play that he created in the mid, got those crucial frags, and thus inflicting a huge pressure. Brought it to 1v1.
There we go, man. Now you're talking.
Technical pause has been taken. Let me quickly check the pings.
It's fine. Loss bonus is of $2,400. So, a couple of rounds of loss bonus out here. That's just because it keeps on getting reset by Firedup Gaming since
They will have
they
to
win a round or two,
lose 2 more rounds to get the loss bonus though. Full
which
loss
they would not
bonus.
want.
Yeah. They have lost 2 rounds back to back. I just love this knife. This combo is OG, I must say.
Reminiscing about your glory days, huh?
Tell me, tell me what you think about the new kukuri knife.
I mean, it's all right. What I'll say. I've got some different preferences.
Tell me the knife that you love the most.
That's a good question. Let me think about it for a second out here.
Writing in
I
ChatGPT.
think so. I think so. I'm actually gonna go. I do like the Karambit Doppler Sapphire. I know it's pretty rare. It's extremely rare, but I do like that.
Hmm.
It's also the butterfly knife.
Out of budget, buddy.
I'm
It's out of my budget.
I I know it's out. I know it's out of your budget. You asked me for my favorite few ones, and that's what I'm telling. Even the Talon knife, Ruby variant, love that too.
M9 Bayonet is good too.
The Sapphire variant, always love that.
Any skin would do.
I'm a big fan of Ruby and Sapphire. So
Oh, the round has been restored. Let's quickly check the scorecard. Elementex with 6 kills. Then Nikkei's Champ, Excite, Pawn. On the other hand, we have Firedup, Clouda, R2B2, Cyclone, Raven. Raven is yet to open up in this match. Firedup firing with 5 kills, Clouda 4, R2B2 6, Cyclone 5. Look at those damages.
just putting up all the numbers out there, man. They are having that big advantage.
Interesting to do. You can see
Firedup has been firing on all cylinders since the previous map.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Look at
He's
the setup.
showcasing it at the best possible stage.
It's Spawn who will be marshalling A alone, getting those info. Oh no! Yeah! Oh, this was good. Champ gets the kill.
The reactions that you gave out were absolutely amazing, man. I have to say,
All natural.
it turned into a cowboy there for a second.
All natural.
That's what everyone loves. Couple of weapons being picked up as well. An AK in the hand along with the Mark 10. It seems like it's going to go back into your savings account.
He will
So
be
you already have
saving.
planted it down. No defusal kit available as well. And there's 3 healthy players on the other side. Another fast round by Qeeyou.
I absolutely love this crosshair anxiety is using.
It's literally a dot, a white colored dot.
It's yellow.
It's hold on now.
It's
Hold on.
It's yellow. It's yellow.
Why does it feel like white? All right. Yeah. Now I see it. It seems like it's yellow. Nah, bro. I need to get my eyes checked. It could probably
tell me
because
the-
I've turned night light on my laptop.
Tell me the color of this crosshair. To B2.
How do you even see this crosshair?
It's yellow again.
Oh my! And that kind of matches up really well with the kill feed as well. Turning all yellow now with a couple of blues. With Pawn and Excite standing up. But for how long is the question? This I can tell. That this one was Cyan. Or Cayenne. Whatever people would like to call it. But Pawn would like to call in for headshots. Because he's finding those skulls. And he's opening all the players up. It's only fired up. Down to 15. 8. But he still expects Excite and clutches the round out.
What a clutch.
And keeps his team in lead.
One of the best clutches.
I
Pawn-
have no clue how he anticipated Excite to be there.
Pawn created a huge opportunity for them.
I agree. And it's a full-fledged push down out of Cheetah. Turn around, people. But even if you turn around, there's someone firing the shot from behind. Raven, come on. You got a frag in your hand, buddy. Throw it out already. Sends it away. That's a decent amount of damage as well. Combine the HP of Nikes and Champ, it goes up to 52, which is now brought down just to 6. And Champ is going to play Ring Around the Rosie for the next minute to try and keep this gun. Hold on. Is he actually going for it?
No. Impossible.
Exactly.
What's the color of his crosshair? Tell me.
It's yellow. Or if you say if you say it's white.
It's white.
For all the people out there wondering, no, this is not a set play by us. This is proper improv that is happening.
Oh,
Unfortunate. Champ still falls.
how
The
did he
AK
die
not
there?
being saved.
How did he die there? How low was he?
It was down to 6 HP. Only 6.
Unfortunate. 6-2.
Just Molly's gonna go out. The smoke getting disrespected, just like always.
Look at Nikes
Time
gets
around.
the kill. Lovely. Oh,
Trade it out. My goodness. Tried to go big up and over, but not a single shot landed. I thought maybe they had a chance, but that's going down in drains.
he is
Hold
almost
on.
dead. No,
All right.
Champ is dead. Look at that spam.
Picture perfect spam, and that spam is going to continue as the frag dissipates the smoke. Only for Firedup to get that kill, and that blind, absolutely beautiful. Even in the ones he's not there to shoot a gun, he's there to provide the support.
It's insane. Just see the timing. He was just about to take the shot. He should have taken the shot irrespective of the flash, but he just turned out. Look at Nikkei's. Look at Raven, how aggressive he is. Nikkei's gets the double, takes the AK-47.
All three players now in front of him. Try to dissipate the smoke just a little bit, nothing more than that.
3v3.
Couple of players going towards the ramp. One in Cheetah. It's gonna go into a B split though, but Champ is ready. Champ is breaking this B split. It's gonna be brought down onto his knees as Cyclo's position is revealed. Now the pressure is on Element X. Slowing the HP though, but he takes care of Clouder. That means a surprise from behind. And Fired Up Gaming are not out of it yet.
That multi-kill from Nikkei's changed it. They fought for the mid. You need the mid control when you are playing Ancient. They have been fighting for it. Element X only on pistol. Oh, gets one gun though.
Tried to
Clouder.
fight few shots in the case. He's been finding so much success out here, but does not anticipate so many people running it all the way down in mid.
Oh!
Champ, oh my god, Cyclone
Kissable
was
distance.
pressing the key. He could not move. He realized.
Kissable distance. Look at the scatter of the map. That's the kill.
Maybe he can get something more. Raven will. Holy smokes.
8-3. Full loss bonus. They will have to buy.
We commit into this one.
They have decided to take A and mid. Man advantage. Creating space in the other side of the map. They have allowed him. They have allowed the space that they fought for. And they would be taking the space that has been vacated as a cost. Two v two.
Cyclone brings it down to 2v2 as you perfectly mentioned. Champ got a repossession. Oh my god, Excite. Almost tried his best. The AK in the hand and Champ has the angle.
Lined
What a
up.
lovely diversion this guy created.
Just the timing. They anticipated correct, Champ, you beauty. 8-4. Firedup playing exceptionally well against Firedup Gaming.
That's
Don't
a big
do
miss.
it.
That
Ooh,
is a big,
Clouda.
big miss, but
Did you see that flick?
Lauda in R2B2 was absolutely insane. Readjusts as well for the second one. And this pistol round is not going for their side unless Element X has something else to say. But Clouda with 29 HP just destroys the dream and puts his team one step closer into closing out this map in a 2-0 fashion.
Did you see the flick? It was insane. Raven missing everything. Finally got one kill. Should have got all three. He was completely ignored. All three were taking the fight. Couldn't kill from behind. Things like this happen.
He was just warning the others. Says, I
Hmm.
don't like to shoot people from behind.
Really?
Fun fact is, he's the only guy in negative in his entire team. Fortunately,
Is it?
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Hmm. You will have to know this stat. Let's
It's
talk.
more like a leg pulling, but okay.
Let's talk about Fired Up Gaming a bit. What do you think about their team? Like, what's wrong with them? They have been so strong in this tournament.
Less confidence. Less confidence, and they're rushing things. That's the only big deal. A lot of times we're seeing them take those individual battles, while if you talk about Qeeyou, they're always trading their teammates. That has been one of the big problems. And there have been certain scenarios where you could see the utility usage is a bit haphazard. It's not the best that you could expect them to give. You see, there's a bit of a problem out there. Otherwise, this team is actually very solid, and there's a reason why they are in the grand finals.
Are we getting DDoSed again? We'll have to see. The pings
Yeah,
looks
we can have that
still.
check.
The, the pings.
In the meantime, we can probably take a very small break and a breather.
Yeah.
We'll be back, people. Make sure you don't go anywhere. It's the map of Ancient. 9 and 4 pistol goes for Q.
We are back. We face some issue with the ping. The server's getting DDoSed. Even after clear protection from it. I don't know how it's happening. But I think we're all set to go. We'll be ready with the finals. Element crashing out again.
Unfortunate there a bit. And by the way, yeah, to answer your question, I was doing something else at that time. No, I have not yet had my dinner. Waiting for this grand finals to get over and then we're doing that.
We're getting
What about
DDoSed.
you, my guy?
No. Planning to have lunch now. Skip to that.
Oh, if we are talking about that, then I'm probably having uh after my breakfast, yeah, lunch. Same. Very good. And if I counting even yesterday as well, then this is going to be considered as my yesterday's dinner.
Element playing from Pune. Nikkei's playing from Pune. Pon from Mumbai. Cham was probably from Navi Mumbai or something like that. The pings tell you the story.
I'm all ears.
Look at Firedup and Cyclone.
I'm watching it. One ping. Combine those numbers and that's the Nikkei's ping.
Firedup needs rounds in heaps. Excite crashing out. Six kills, 12 deaths. Let's take a small break. Let the game start.
Yeah, I guess so. So we're gonna be heading on to the small one. And guess what? We're back again just as quickly as we left, people, because we don't want to keep you hanging out
Oh,
there. But the game continues right now, and fired up. It's still firing on all cylinders, non-stop. This man, you give him any weapon and he'll constantly deliver for you. But during all of that time, Fired Up Gaming were able to take on a lot of space though. But look at Donut position. Look at where Fired Up is. He can find a big opportunity. But guess what? It's only if Raven B2B2 or rather R2B2 and Cloud are going to stop that. They are absolutely not going to. Denying the plant as well. And again breaking the economy. That means an 11th could be on board, Raiden.
very probable. To that individual who has been relentlessly working to create DDoS problem in our tournaments, take a break, buddy.
That guy has been more loyal than a lot of people's
Yeah,
exes.
look at the dedication. Mostly they are kids. Two players crashed out. I think we'll have to take another small break.
Back again, people. Back again instantly. As we are ready to roll things up. 10-4. Qeeyou having the advantage, not just in terms of the scoreline, but also in terms of the weaponry as well. For this round, again, it's only one Tech 9 and just a few pistols, a couple of upgraded pistols out here and there, and that's about it. You are on the T side, fired up gaming. They're on the struggling end, but maybe this one pick could be something. Fired up goes in 1-for-1. There is no one else apart from him there. So that weapon is recoverable, but Fired Up Gaming have absolutely no clue about that. Up close and personal is there. The SMG shine. And R2P2 is like a red giant. Oh my god. I just saw that headshot angle. And he was like, nope, not happening. But Raven still gets him down.
Eleven to 4. Go to utilities. Fired up, gets the kill. Fully dominating. Pawn is
Down to a
just
3v3. So
Pawn is
this is
just
winnable.
yeah, but he's just holding to a string. One bullet from here and
This is a
there.
green crosshair.
Yes, it is.
God. Oh, hold on. Hold on. He gives a lot of foot. He gives a lot of foot. They've got no clue. It's a crossfire. There's one behind you. Turn around, my guy. Clouder still tries to run away. Still uses the molly. But it's not going to stop Champs in his track. Molly in the backside. Couple of smokes out there. He lands the shot. Champ peeks in just a second past that smoke. Please.
I was
And the
about to say.
reposition. It's going to put Qeeyou on the map point.
I was about to say, till Raven is there, you don't have to worry. Do
Seems
or
like
die
it's
map.
gonna end up before it even started. Yeah.
Oh, timing.
Raven and Cyclone, Raven with Yop. He's done it multiple times. Cyclone's done it multiple times. And Raven with that pick might have created enough distraction as he lands another one. How the heck does this man stand out in the open and does that every single time?
2 straight
As he
wins.
to another straight win, as rightly mentioned by Raiden. But man, oh man, I am giving my MVP to Fired Up.
Yes. And we'll be back again
17.
with the third map pretty
Yep.
soon. Pretty
Yep.
soon. Till then,
Absolutely.
hold on.
2-3-1. As the 2-3-1 stands right now, the scoreline stands in a 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are watching Conquest Ring Esports Championship Southeast Asia. It's been brought to you by Showdown as well as HighIQ, and a huge shout out to String Esports as well for making this possible. But right now, it's the map number 3 of Inferno, Qeeyou taking on Firedup Gaming. And the casters for this game are going to be me, Scared Yet, and alongside me, the man in action who's been with me throughout this evening, Raiden. How are you looking forward to this map?
Yep. See, they have taken the banana control. They are going to take the top banana, and look what Qeeyou are doing. They are going to allow Firedup Gaming to come in the site, and they're going to allow them to execute, and then they're going to take the gunfight. It's a very good thing because now the rotation is also going to come.
Start side. Gonna try and pop in though. Few shots being fired. Rest of the players need to hop in as well. It's only one fight being taken right now, and it's going to be R2B2 winning it along with the Raven support with a 3K. And they absolutely obliterate Firedup Gaming. A gamble stack paid out picture perfectly. You called for it, my guy. You called for it.
Yes, I could see it. They're loud. But the one thing that was lacking was the rotation. The rotation could have been a little faster. Oh, Raven.
This is the shotgun, my guy. Firedup as well, answers back.
Nick Case.
This seems like a done and dusted round. It's difficult for Nikesh to pull this with the Deagle. Two with 4 into the making as Firedup Gaming moves through the ups, but shotgun. This is the exact same angle where Raven got the first one, and he is ready to hunt. He is ready to fly.
Auto
He's
shotgun.
Absolutely sends it out. Wins out the round for his team and upgrades. Or rather, does not upgrade to anything. Still carrying the shotgun.
Yeah, lot of cash. See the kind of money he has earned from that round.
That's $1,100. That's a nice knife.
Yeah.
Toss being sent out. What's the banana as well? And this time, look at that. Now that one shotgun play, it's forcing Firedup Gaming to use some early utilities towards the apartments. And Firedup, it's the one who's just holding down shot. Need to support his teammate as well with some smokes out there. This fight is going to be crucial. My goodness. But look at the rest of the cavalry. It's going up towards banana. And B side is stacked up.
The smoke is going to stop them.
What is the plan? 35 seconds remaining. They haven't really gained any real estate on the map.
They're playing on peaks. Gets the kill.
Shots being fired through smoke as well, but Cyclone still holds the ground. You can get the weapon upgrade. Fight's gonna be taken, and there's the push out through the vine. It's a systematic dismantle.
It'll be tough in Inferno.
It's 3-0.
It'll be tough in Inferno for Firedup Gaming for sure.
And it is their map pick. Again.
But then it's the best map for Raven and his company, as far I know.
I don't think so. They have struggled on any map apart from Dust too.
Very true. See how they're allowing them the space. Don't want to take short range fights.
Pushing through smoke. There's a lot of people there. Baltic lines up in the hands of Sam is there. Pawn gets one, but it's a dismantle by Firedup and R2B2. Absolutely the longest range they could find. AK in the hand. And it's a 4-0. Raven is still carrying the shotgun.
Look at his score. 6-1.
Get the heck out of there.
He never died.
What? He only died once till now, and that was probably in the pistol round.
I think the second round, pistol round, he was alive. He was the 3K man.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah, the second
amount
I
of
agree.
utility they are dumping.
Cinnamon being used up a bit of a boost out there. Cyclone ready to take the fight. Element X is pushing through the smoke. Again, a big problem, man. If you're ready to push him through the smoke, maybe just ask for a flash, but thought maybe he could catch a timing. Now Raven is just holding it down. He himself pushes it out. Case finally is able to punish him out, and Clouder is up close in cubby. The flash was there, but still Clouder manages to get the win. Banana control taken. That means B side is open for business.
Oh!
What? How the heck do you even get a pick like that? R2, B2, the senses that were tingling. And this man are just absolutely insane. And it's a mow down towards the church. There's nothing happening there apart from a bloodbath.
There is a reason.
It's going to go down to a 5-0 start.
There is a reason they call it the coffins.
I mean, there's no Jesus to save them there. That's one thing I can say.
5-0.
He's brought the shotgun again. Nah. Tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
No, shotgun is very effective in Inferno because of the close angles that it provides. That is one more reason many people don't like Inferno. Vertigo used to be another such map.
I used to like that map. Pretty confusing, but still I loved it.
See,
Alright. At least he's traded after one. Not getting multi on the back of it. And there's only R2B2 remaining. In a long while, this finally looks like a similar half. Champ. Along with Pawn. Holding towards the banana. Waiting for any push. And in the meantime, Excite. It's got an angle. It's got a timing. And he's got an opportunity.
the call is here.
But they're still fired up. It's not really cleared out shot. And the moment he peeks, he's gonna basically be having an op in his head. That's exactly where he hit. Champ's the last man standing. And he's gonna be welcomed back perfectly. It's a wall bang, so he's gonna live to tell the tale for another day, but not for long.
18
Don't
HP.
push the smoke.
Oh,
Whoa! The crouch peak, the mechanics, absolutely nasty.
But he second star to B2.
This, yeah. Oh, I love the re-wrap coming in from Champ. Move all the way around. No, he's holding it down. Where's the link? He hears the foot. This is not planted for him, by the way.
It is planted from him. He has the molly.
But is it enough? Is it enough? Has he done enough? I don't think so. I think so. R2B2 has time.
Yes.
And he absolutely has time.
Should have got that kill. 6-0. The read was good.
That Molly lineup was lovely, I'd have to say. And the timing on that was even better. Are we going to see it again, by the way? Oh, this one is done. It's going to do the deed. Lovely from Firedup. Oh, it's a molly in your
Bomb is
feet. The
dropped.
floor is lava.
The bomb has
There's
been
an
dropped.
absolute nightmare on the other side. Firedup deletes them. And Pawn is just walking into his death. Qeeyou are looking to repeat history just on a different map. How can they make a comeback this time around, though, Raiden? That's my question.
Little bit tough. I told you it's their best map.
Almost got the timing right. Close and personal. Finally, Molly on his feet. The frag's gonna go out to try and stop him, and the Molly blows his feet away, lying down like an absolute doll out there. Firedup is insane, and Raven is not stopping with his shotgun. Pawn and Element working in unison, working together. That's what they absolutely need. R2B2 low in HP along with Firedup as well, down to 13-1. But utility in hand, and weapon is firing on all cylinders. They're clearing the side. And they've seen where the last man is, and the pick from Firedup demolishes Firedup Gaming's hope
They did
to get the first round on board.
They did everything correct. They did every fucking thing correct. But finally, it's Qeeyou who is winning it. Give it whatever the situation it is. Raven has taken shotgun. I don't know. I think he's having something issue. He's frustrated and he has started using the shotgun. That is what my read is. Oh, fired up.
You get the boost. You get the boost, but it doesn't matter. And the flicks are absolutely on point for the only man gonna do of a flying R2B2. And the answer is you can't do anything. Raven has been pushing this smoke multiple times, facing the same result. But what's to lose when your team is the one that is in the driving seat? Still didn't flush out R2B2.
They're wrapping up him from all the sides. Oh,
And that could be a mistake. For R2B2. Shut down every opportunity. Op has been difficult to use, huh?
ah,
16-3. This guy is here to prove both of us wrong.
I told you that he is one of the best in India, for sure.
I was about to say Kenny is who? Let him land a few more and I will say that. Walking to the slow demise. This is your time, Firedup.
Oh.
This is your time. Miss the first one, and he will be taken down on a good roll. Firedup Gaming as they themselves pick up the op in R2B2 along with Raven. Try and basically pull something off. A lot of weaponries to be gained around R2B2, the only man standing out here. There's just so many people in front of him to try and take care of. He's the first one. Has to adjust, cannot do that on time. He's the second one, but Champ is playing like a champ in this round. And they finally put one on board when the 9-round streak
And this is the final map.
is going on for the other side.
This is the final map of this grand final. And see the scoreline, it's 9-1.
Potential final map is what I'll still say. I am a believer. Oh my god, you've got util in hand. You've got players left and right. But there's still one trapped in mid, and Clouder is going to be taken down but fired up. Guess what? He didn't like the mess of the previous rounds. He's ready to fire it up yet again. One more time. Do it again. Says it right on the face. Pops up the weapon. And spams it all the way down. Now Nikes styles on. Fired up, only to be taken down by Cyclone from behind. There's still a possibility. Spawn is able to answer back, bringing it down to a 1v2.
What does he do?
The question he's asking himself.
32 seconds. You'll have to get the plant.
Timing could be. Yeah, the timing could be everything. Cyclone on this. He sees the util. He's basically putting his movement out with Pawn. He's winning that. And Raven does not have weapon. He has to run through mid to pick one up. A smoke and a frag to play with. Pawn has got a frag of himself. He's got an off angle. Possession not to be expected, but look at how close this is. Raven. He's got the apartments to play with. No defusal kit. Raiden. But that is going to be crucial.
There might be a
He's to
kit on
find
the
the
side.
timing.
There's a kit on the side.
There's a kit on the side, but there's a pawn in his side.
You are
A
missing
big round to clutch up for his team.
You are missing the R. Isn't it?
I have been trying so hard not to fumble there. And after you said that,
Are you doing it intentionally? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Firedup has been
yes,
exceptional.
I'm doing it intentionally.
Of course.
Oh my god. Fired up. He's a bit more angry out there for the previous round. Actually using the hop anymore because the funds don't allow that. 9-round streak broken down in just two. Clouder angle on the side. It's going to get one. Beautiful pick. The SMG in the hand now brings it to a 2v3. And there's an op on the other side. The case on the attack. There's the resmoke coming in. You want to push it through. Raven cannot land the shot. An R2P2. It's on a pistol. And this pistol is all he needs. Nikkei needs to clutch it. 9-3 and they can make a comeback. If it's a 10-2, it's not happening. Too many targets on the screen. And that's going to be a dump of util. The floor is lava. He's been burnt alive, but that smoke was so good to save his life. And that's a no scope on the face. It's down to 42 HP. There is no kit. There is no time. And there is no chance because Nikkei is there. Right.
This is highlight. Nine to 3.
What a round! What an absolute chad of a round from this guy.
Nikkei.
If Firedup don't start their comeback now, I am telling you, I'm gonna be so pissed about it.
But I think the organizers, the admin shouldn't allow any player with that kind of a name. I think this is complete disrespect. Whatever.
True. That's a different issue. Nikkei's pistol is all they needed, but
he seconds
it
start
seems
to
out of their
P2.
reach right now. Yeah.
To P2 with that tiny microscopic crosshair.
Eyes of the eagle, I must say.
Very true. Pistol round goes in their favor. They will have to buy. They don't win it. They don't have a buy in the next round. Big gamble.
No opportunity either. And with Pawn losing his life like that, it just seems inevitable. Nikkei can't stand for long. Element X is there to answer one back, but
They have the B side.
no weaponry out there to grab. And you have mentioned, Raiden, that B site is very difficult to retake.
Yeah. It's very difficult because it has choke points. See?
No weapons as well. Maybe Champ. Maybe Excite. There's Mark 10. Maybe they just play for exits. They don't have anything to work with. Champ has gone to save. Can't do anything. Maybe Excite can look for a ninja. No defusal kit. Yeah, he's trying to do the eco damage, but that ain't helping. And Qeeyou are just one round away from the series and the championship point.
Whew. 2 more rounds. They'll have to win the 12th and the 13th. Mid smoke.
There's a gap in the smoke. Oh, what a timing to be picked up by Clone! Just a pixel is all he needs. Raven moves up, flash on his face, peek at the perfect possible time. Champ expects the second one. Gets the shutdown as well. You push through the smoke, you have element in front of you. And a big, crucial round win for Fired Up Gaming.
Are they gonna save the T side? Some Tech 9s. They're going to give one rifle to Fired Up, who is in ominous form.
21 and 8. The biggest reason why this team has got 7 rounds lead. Look at how deep Pawn has pushed through Banana. That is a bold play. But Fired Up Gaming need these kinds of bold play.
Oh, the crosshair placement was absolutely correct. Bang on.
Crispy. All we can say.
Raven paid the price.
Side out here with the spam as well as Champ gets one more. Fired Up, he's got the weapon in his hand, but he can't seem to fire it up. It's all down to Cyclone. It's the AK in his hand, maybe wants to run away to save this weapon because Clouder and Fired Up have got absolutely nothing in the bank account after this. Even R2B2 might struggle to buy up fully. You know where this weapon is. You know all the players. They're going to surround him slowly and steadily, and they're waiting for Pawn to make his move. Doesn't matter. Not a single gun carry to the next one. That's a start.
The distance closing up. Is it too late? Only time is going to say.
Never too late to start up. Fired Up are also anticipating now what kind of play Qeeyou will try to make. Again, a save round, Tech 9s and a Deagle in the hands of Raven. And once the molly is out, Pawn is deciding to retake that space. It's been 2 rounds consistently that he has pushed out far in front.
Oh, timing.
Oh. Lucky to be alive there. Fired Up. Gonna go and re-peek the apartments. One on the other side. Send out the molly. Make sure to halt this push for a second though. A boost up out there. Maybe he missed out for a second, but asks for the reinforcement by Nikes. There's only Fired Up who's lurking over towards the apartments, towards the stairs, while rest of the players have now regained the control of Banana. They are sending Raven out to maybe fake a hit towards the A site only to end up towards B. Or maybe since he's actually carrying the bomb, I think so they might end up towards the A. By going for a B fake. What? Alright, fair.
No time. 6:11. Getting closer.
Gets to keep the AK and gets to keep his life as well. Cyclone. Fired Up still with 3650 in his hand, so no rifle for him. It's been a couple of rounds now that he's been kept quiet. That is a big win in the books of Fired Up Gaming because they need to stop this guy going up in his momentum. Molly being sent out to try and slow down along with the smoke. Same thing is being done by Fired Up Gaming, so no one gains control of Banana. It's a stalemate out there, while Pawn is now exploring the apartments, hoping to maybe find a fight there. And he will eventually find that fight. Fired up, Cloud up, both of them slowly and steadily moving up. And it's about time. And the angle is not checked. Fired up again, finding the opener. Hello!
Louder.
Element X. There's another one behind you. Seems like that astronaut meme that we normally see. They always have been types. Wait. Element X. Look at him. He's going to shut down the full push in Banana. Finds the first one. Anticipates where the second player is going to come in from.
What Clouda is
Now
doing.
Should have an idea, right? Beautiful.
Champ. Clouda
Champ.
just missed everything.
And Clouda has
Yes.
heard Champ rotating there. But the problem is, Cyclone, how does he get out of this? The individuals have been given. Element is just down to 2 HP now. It has turned on its head. This round has been bizarre. It's been absolute circus.
Complete drama.
But yet the person who's got the Joker in their deck, Qeeyou,
Time.
can absolutely surprise you. They've still got enough to go in for the plant. Champ cannot deny it. And he's got one flash to work with.
See how beautiful
This round is done. Yeah. Cyclone and Clouder have won this round and moved their team to the championship point.
Whew.
Can Firedup pull themselves back because their economy might struggle though, but they still have this one last chance for a pie.
They have the money to buy, fortunately.
One last attempt. Raiden, make a quick guess. Is it happening?
I think so.
You maybe feel about that, but that's the attempt. But does not matter if Cyclone fully blinded is gonna win the fight like that against Nikes. 9 and 16, that guy has been on an absolute receiving end apart from Excite. Their success was crucial for the team, but that ain't happening. As R2B2 is obliterating everyone, even through the smoke,
Should be
and
a very
pushing
tough
his
round.
team for a clean victory. They've got the B side, but look at the look of Fired Up. Look at the positioning this man has. There's already a cross of pawn, but he is having the op in his hand. Can pawn do it?
He is going to try knife him, I guess. Oh,
Pawn with a nasty shot. He's got an upgrade now. AK in the hands, but Raven was right there. He was ready. It's all down to Element X. He is losing the HP as there's Molly in the field. Raven tried to knife him only to give an opportunity
Oh.
to him. Burnt alive from the grave. Raven strike. There ain't no one to save your life. What a win! For Qeeyou, they turn out to be the champions of Conquest with a 3-0 domination.
what a win for Qeeyou. They have defeated all major teams in India. They have defeated a team which had multiple majority of the players from outside India, from Eurasia. And finally, they have become the top team in India, undisputed. I hope
Undisputed.
I
The
hope
keyword.
everyone loved it. It was an awesome tournament. Thanks to our sponsors, which Skadiat is going to mention. Thanks to HighIQ, thanks to Showdown for bringing this beautiful tournament, and thanks to all the teams who participated in this tournament to make it a grand success. And nevertheless, thanks to Skadiat. He has been an absolute support. And Thanks a lot. Like, you have been an immense help to us, and we hope that we get to every time in our tournament. You are going to make some time of your life for us. You can give us some precious, beautiful moments that we're going to cherish. And I'm absolutely delighted to be a part of it, to cast alongside you. And yeah, that's it.
Pleasure is all mine, my guy. Pleasure is all mine. And thank you so much for having me for such an amazing CS2 extravaganza. I enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. And I'm looking forward for more. And also, as you just mentioned, a few sponsors that we all need to thank. We're going to be moving back onto the same thing, people. We're going to give a huge shout out to String Esports for bringing this entire event. As the sponsors were String Metaverse, again, a huge shout out to them. Showdown and HighIQ for making every single thing possible. Also, huge shout out to the production team as well. They did a phenomenal job with that. And also, I mean, it goes the same for you, Raiden. Managing your work life as well, along with esports life, doing so much for the community and your entire team. Every single person out here who's been working with you. I'm not going to take any single name out there because I don't want to miss any few, but huge shout out to your entire team as well. You guys have been fantastic, and it was a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, some special names that I need to mention: Sid, Panzer, Cruz, Babadook, and these people have been absolutely phenomenal, exceptional. They have sacrificed a lot bringing this production to you. Thanks for everything. Thanks to Scared Yet. We'll be coming back for another tournament. Till then, bye bye.